Good afternoon. It is such an honor to share in your celebration today in this way, and especially to represent such an amazing group of teachers, administrators, staff, and the community of Clarksburg. Without their incredible hard work and dedication and creativity over the past 3 years, of course, this day would not be possible. It's a true privilege to work alongside this group, and any one of them would have been perfect to be your speaker today. But you are stuck with me. As many of you know, when I was first asked to speak, I was completely relaxed. I wasn't the least bit worried. I was certain that I'd be able to create the most perfect, inspirational speech that would really get you through till retirement. Yeah, it didn't happen that way. I started writing many times. Nothing. Hours turned into days, turned into weeks. Still no brilliant words of wisdom. I became extremely nervous about the very real possibility that I could single-handedly ruin your graduation. But that's when it happened. Just before I planned to pull my first all-nighter since who knows when, I turned on the radio in time to hear two sports reporters. And they were talking about Michael Phelps earlier this year, his unfortunate choice of party favors. I listened as these reporters berated Phelps for his obvious poor decision, his terrible lack of judgment. And one of the announcers said to the other, he said, "This is just another example of how this generation of kids has no heroes." And that's exactly when I knew what I wanted to speak about today. Because anyone who would say that there are no more heroes in the world has never been to Clarksburg High School. And they certainly haven't spent any time with the class of 2009. Because if they had, as I have over the past 3 years, they would know for sure, as I do, that there are heroes all around us here today. It occurred to me that maybe this reporter and I just have a different idea of what a hero is. For me, a hero isn't someone who can swim faster than anyone on the planet, or hit a baseball 450 feet, or drain a three-pointer at the buzzer. I mean, I do enjoy watching all of those things, but to me, a true hero is a person that inspires us with the dignity and resolve with which they live every day of their life. It's someone who has the courage to overcome adversity and succeed. It's someone who fights the important battles that affect all of us, even when no one's looking. The real heroes that inspire me, I see them every day. They might take up to 5 AP classes while holding down a job and leading our school's clubs and athletic teams. Or they are just working really hard in a subject that doesn't come easy to them. Or they're sticking up for someone who might seem a little out of the norm because they understand that how you look doesn't define who you are. And I had a feeling that there were many more heroes here that I wasn't lucky enough to see every day. So being a scientist, I know that theories need to be tested, researched. So class of 2009, I did what scientists do. I collected data to confirm that your class is truly filled with heroes. I asked your teachers, your administrators, the staff. I asked them about the class of 2009. If you're a guest or a family member here today, and you have not had a chance to know what Clarksburg High School is all about, it is my sincerest hope that I might be able to paint a picture for you of this group of heroes that sits before you today. This class came together 3 years ago from 3 different schools to establish what I am certain will be a lasting identity for Clarksburg High School. We have graduates who followed our passion and started clubs and traditions like the Latin dance team, Poetry Out Loud, and the Green team. These students were not afraid to be the first to take a chance. Our students work together to organize events like International Night so that we can celebrate and embrace our differences. Now that's the kind of heroes that inspire me. Our students don't sit on the sidelines. They take chances. They showcase their art, their talents. They lay it all on the line in theater productions, art shows, talent shows, battles of the bands, and what I'm sure will be the first of many Rep the Berg assemblies. We have courageous heroes among us who came to this country leaving their loved ones, their homes, their lives as they knew them behind. These students had to learn a new language, a new culture, but they persevered and they excelled. That's heroic. One of our graduates climbed Machu Picchu this year. Most of our graduates have climbed their own mountains, surmounting obstacles that many of us can never imagine. We have students here who organized a memorial so that our community could come together and mourn the loss and remember the spirit of our classmates who were taken too soon. We have students who have survived cancer and then gone on to mentor kids who are fighting that same battle. Those are the kind of heroes that inspire me. We have students who have endured the unthinkable loss of parents, family, and friends, yet even in the face of these tragedies, they've stayed focused on their goals. Among us are division and state champions in track, soccer, football, swimming, tennis, cross country, the list goes on. Some of your teams went undefeated for entire seasons or more. So yes, athletes can be heroes, but only when they understand, as ours do, that they still have a responsibility to their teammates, their families, and the community that cheers for them. We have an award-winning music program with orchestra, band, and jazz band all making it to the state finals. Some of you will perform in China this summer. One of our choral groups went to the Maryland State competition and received the highest possible scores, yet these same award-winning singers can be found caroling through the halls of Clarksburg or brightening the spirits in the community as they sing. We have students accepted into finest schools in the country. We have a student who was only one of 20 students nationwide to be invited to audition at Juilliard. This class was awarded millions of dollars in scholarships. We have entrepreneurs and aspiring bakers among us who made sure that the students and the staff were never without an ample supply of chocolate chip cookies. Some of you will graduate today and you'll go to work tonight so that you can continue to support your families. Please know that you are heroes. We have students who will go on to serve our country and fight for our continued freedom, and we're grateful for your courage and your sacrifice. And we also have students here without ribbons, without scholarships, and without recognition. You quietly but consistently showed up. You showed up every day without the awards, without the praise, and without the fanfare. You could have easily quit school, and you might even have been encouraged to quit school, but you pushed yourself because you know and you understand that an education is perhaps the greatest superpower of all. Class of 2009, when I look at you, I don't see a world without heroes. I see a group of heroes who are ready to take on the world. And as such, you will learn the one lesson we have learned from the superheroes that are glorified in the comic books and magazines, and it is this: as a hero, you will not always be celebrated. Your name might not always be in lights. You might be misunderstood or even discouraged to follow your own path. In all of my research about you, I am sure I haven't even come close to recognizing all that you've accomplished. But true heroes, they have the inner strength to understand that many times they will do good and get nothing in return. You know what you've accomplished. You know how hard it was. You know. And as trite as that may sound, that's truly the most important thing. So now what? What comes next for you? Well, you're going to be faced with decisions that really matter. And I'm not talking about what school you're going to or what you're going to be majoring in. Of course, those are big decisions. But I would argue they don't matter as much as the many smaller decisions you're going to make. Because as you've shown, greatness is accomplished in a series of small steps. And who you become is infinitely more important than what you become. So graduates, I challenge you to continue the Clarksburg tradition and continue to be the hero by making the small decisions in life well. Be the hero that knows when to put down the iPod, the cell phone, to stop texting and truly engage with the world around you. Be the hero who trusts your heart and doesn't worry if you're not on the fast track. After all, you know that sometimes the slow track is the rich track. Be the hero who shows up truly present, the one who listens more than he speaks and laughs freely and often. Be the hero who knows that you haven't gotten where you are today by yourselves, and please thank your parents, your mentors, and your friends. Be the hero who does the right thing when no one's watching. Be the hero who is neither reckless with other people's hearts nor allows others to be reckless with yours. Be the hero who chooses a generous life. Be the hero who knows that no one's opinion of you can really define who you truly are. So class of 2009, always remember what you learned here at Clarksburg High School. Remember that each and every one of you is a hero. You know you have what it takes. Now go out and continue to make this world a better place while being true to yourself and living your dreams. Congratulations to the graduates, to the heroes of the class of 2009.